Hello, dear colleagues. I hope you all are fine and I hope everything great for you. Welcome to Civil Curious channel and another tutorial. In this tutorial, as you saw on the cover, we're going to discuss about the earthquake loads. Let's get started. For doing this, I prepared a building that has 5 stories. Suppose that earthquake occurs here. We have here the excitation of earthquake. What is earthquake? Earthquake is the accelerated excitation of foundation, which is related to height of a story, stiffness, distribution of mass, distribution of the stiffness, damping, the power, and the most importantly, power of earthquake. And because of this, every story has got a specific acceleration. And how to simplify that, engineering that. Engineers for doing this remove the earthquake from here and instead set the equivalent force in every story. As you see in every story, we have the equivalent forces. This is the philosophy and physics of the problem, and how to calculate all of these. For doing this, we have basic codes for civil engineering that calculate that. We have this equation that tell us if ui is equal to wi times hi to the power of k divided by sigma wi times sigma j from 1 to n wj times hj to the power of k and all times VUI. What is V? V is the base shear. We call it VU. Times VU. You see, W is the weight of every story, and H is the height of every story, and K we are going to discuss about K in the next video because it's a bit long, and the here the J from 1 to n W J H J to the power of K. We are going to calculate that like this. We have here, for example, for story 1, as we see from the equation, forces from story 1 to up story 2, story 3, the forces will be greater. From the equation, we can comprehend that, and here, because of this, the shape of this curve will be like this, because the forces of story 6 is greater than story 5 and story 4 and etc. And the base shear here, VU, is going to calculate like this. VU. We have VU is equal to the forces of story 6 plus F5 plus F4 plus F3 plus F2 plus F1 is the sum of the every story forces is the base shear. We have here a very great point. The forces of story 6 is greater than story 5, but the shear of the story 5 is greater than story 6. For example, we're going to calculate the shear of the story 4. We have V4. For doing this, I'm going to make a section here. We have the V4 here is equal to F6 plus F5 plus F4. And here we are going to find the shear of the story 5, that is equal to F6 plus F5. And to calculate the shear of the story 6 is V6 is equal to F6. We can uh, comprehend that the shear of every story in the bottom height is greater than to the upper height. That's the rule. But the forces of upper story is greater than the lower stories. That was the equation and philosophy of these phenomenon of earthquake load, and we are going to discuss the about K in the next video, everybody. I hope you all enjoy it, and if you like it, please subscribe the channel to motivate me to create more videos for you.